So we are doing day 88, which is 29 pages, sadly. So here, this is just basic formulas, power rule. So we have -6 over 5 times x to the 5th over 5 plus 2 over 3 times x to the 4th over 4, 4 minus 5 over 2x, and don't forget your plus c. Now simplify, so we have -6 over 25, x to the 5th. These cancel as 1 and 2, plus 1, 6, x to the 4th, minus 5 over 2x plus c. That's your final answer. Also, I probably will make mistakes as I'm not perfect, so if I do, please let me know. So for e to the x, we just have the same thing. So this equals 3 to the 4th of e to the x. And this is another formula. We raise the power by 1, and then we flip the sign, so we have 2x. Another formula, this just turns into 4 over 3 ln absolute value of x. And this is -5 over 6 times 2x. These cancel, you get 1, 3. So this would be just -5 over 3rd, and don't forget plus c. Now some a little bit harder formulas. You have 4 over 5, and then we know the integral of x squared is just tan. And don't get tricked by this variable here. It's basically the same as x as long as you see dy there. And then plus 5 over 4 times integral of an expo is just the expo divided by ln of the base. Or I'm not sure if that's called the base. It might be called the base, but nonetheless. Then minus, no, we have minus 3 over 4, since we know the integral is sine, so we change the sign, minus sine y. And this is the same as we had up here, so it would be just times 2x, so it would be, this is the way I would do it, I would just put 5 over 2y plus c, because we had 5 over 4y, actually, yeah, that's fine. 5 over 4 times 2y, just simplify it, just makes it simple for me. More formulas. I will probably edit this out as hopefully you know your formulas. I'll probably get back to this, but this is easily just -4 over 3 sec x. And don't get confused with this versus, as this is sine inverse. So try not to get, if you see a squared, it's likely sine inverse, and if not, do u sub. So this would just be sine inverse x. Then this is just plus 3 over 4 cosine x plus c. Wait, now here, this is an interesting one. So we have to get equal. Make sure you rewrite this. Because since the exponent is on the bottom, we can just rewrite it as u to -4. And then we can do power rule, same here. u -3. And then this is, since we know that this, right, let's just say we have x, and this is a, this is b. This would equal uh, x to the b over a. Basically, that's basically exponentials. Transferring from a radical to exponential, so or radical to poly, maybe. I'm not sure quite the right terminology, but so this would be -2u to the 1/3, and don't forget du, proper notation. So this would be -12 over 5 to the u minus 3. Make sure to add +1. A lot of people will just do -1 because they would make it, like, they would go to -5 thinking it's plus, but since it's negative, then -3 times there plus 4 over 3 times u to -2 over -2. And then this one's a little bit more difficult. -2, you can do 1/3 plus 1. Me, I just see that as 1 over 3 over 3 equals 4 over 3, so you would do times 4 over, I say, sorry, That's for the u. So it'd be u to the 4 over 3, but then you divide by this, right? So it would just be multiplying by the reciprocal, since dividing is the same as multiplying by reciprocal. These cancel, this cancels, and this cancel. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. So it'd be negative 4 or 5. You be sure to have no negative exponents. Plus, actually I did this one wrong. It'd be the other way. This would be 2, 1. So this would be negative 2 over 3 u squared, and then minus 3 over 2 u to the 4 thirds. I'm not sure if we could put it as that, but I think u to the 4 thirds is more clean. So same answer, just a matter of the way it looks. For this one, we want to distribute as it says here in the hints. So FOIL, this would be 12a to the third power plus 8a squared minus 3a, then minus 2dA. So, did I add plus c on this one? Oops. See, I always remember to add plus c. I still forget sometimes. I think I added them on the rest. So it would be 12 times a to the 4th over 4 plus 8 times a to the 3 over 3 minus 3 times a squared over 2 minus 2a. Simplify, we get 3, 1 here. So this would be 3a4 plus 8 over 3a3 minus 3 over 2a2 minus 2a plus c. So simple power rule. Okay, now this one I will rewrite twice. I mean, I will rewrite and then distribute because we have this. We have this. So remember that our exponent rules that just to say this equals x to the 1/2. Just as an example, I don't really want to write the rule again, but so I will rewrite it as that. Okay, now you have to remember, actually, sorry, I just wrote the same thing again. Let's just go back. So this is x to the 1/2 plus 4x dx. So now you have to remember that when doing this, right, x to the a times x to the b just equals x to the a plus b. So you have to remember your exponent rules as well. So since we have 2 plus 1/2, I believe this would just be 6x to the 5 over 2. Then that's the first part, and then distributed, you have plus 8 over x 3. Make sure to have this dx. So this would be 6 times x to the 7 over 2, since we add 5, 2 plus 1, times 2 over 7 multiplied by reciprocal. And plus 8 times x to the 4th over 4. These cancel, so this would be 12 over 7, x7 over 2, plus 2x4 plus c. Okay, 5 pages out of 29, not bad. Okay, so this is chain rule. If you haven't learned this in your calculus class and you're doing U-sub, this will kind of be like a quick crash course. So this will be, since we circled this right, we have to divide by the slope of this. Since we would have that, right, we would just multiply by the slope. So we would multiply by, oh, we would divide by this. That's essentially what chain rule is. And it's only for linear functions. If you want to see more about chain rule, check out my video on that. Anyways, so this would be equal to 2/3. Since it's 1/2, we just times negative 2, and e to negative x over 2 plus 3 over 5. Since we know the integral of e to the whatever is still e to the 1. And then, sorry, times 4, and then sec x over 4. Make sure you bring this down. Do not change it. Don't put Like, a common mistake would be putting 1/4 there, as because we took the slope, but you just keep it plus c. So simplifying, we get -4/3 e to -x/2 plus 12/5 sec x/4 plus c. And what my teacher does is he calls these monkeys, so basically circle a monkey so you don't forget to do chain rule. Okay, since this is not a fraction, we actually just normally divide. We just divide normally instead of multiplying by reciprocal. So this would just be equals -4/5 cosine. Actually, let's add the things in front. So this would be times 1/3, because again, dividing the same as multiplying by reciprocal. This would be cos 3x minus 1, then minus 2/3 times -1/1 tan 4 minus x plus c. So let's simplify. Equals -4/15 cosine 3x minus 1 plus 2/3 tan 4 minus x plus c. Negative times negative is positive. So this is more formula practice, but with chain rule. So let's circle our monkeys. So this would be -4 divided by 4 times 2 over the entire thing. Don't put just that, because we have this whole thing that's included. Don't forget to do that. So we'll simplify later. So this would just be plus, change the sign. -1 times 2 minus x. So actually we can simplify a bit more, but because this is still on the bottom, I'll just do that later. And then plus 7/2 ln absolute value 2x plus 5 plus c. And that one's basically done. So here, this is 1, this is 2, and this is just 2. So this would be -2 4x minus 3 minus 3/2 minus x. Now, I'm not sure if you keep the negative here and just attach it to the parentheses, but that's a questionable one. Now, whatever. It should be equivalent. Might be equivalent. Not sure. But anyway, plus 7/2 ln absolute value 2x plus 5 plus c. And that is our final answer. Again, circle your monkeys. So this would be 5/2 times 1/2 tan 2x minus 2/3 times 1/6 cosine 6x minus 5/-2 e to -2x plus c. Simplify, equals 5/4 tan 2x. These cancel 1/3. So this is -1/9 cosine 6x. Then this would be plus 5/2 e to -2x plus c. Okay. So again, more formula practice. So I will probably cut to the next section. Sorry, I forgot to circle. Why did I circle there? So So this one is kind of a weird one, but should be okay. So these cancel out. Just remember for these ones, the radical will always be on top. Don't forget plus C. Again, more chain rule, just don't get confused with this theta. It's d theta. So this one is also a little weird, but don't get too hung up on these exponential ones, as these are kind of tough. So this one's a more interesting one. I forget what rule this is, but we can do this. As long as you have one term on the bottom, like everything's being divided by one term, you can split it up and do some cancellation. So this is just 2. This would just be 3 over a. Nothing cancels here. So this would be 2a negative 3 over a. Oh, sorry, negative 3, yeah, negative 3 over a. So it would be negative 3 ln absolute value of a, then minus 3 over 2a plus c. I believe that's right. Okay, so now we're doing definite integrals. You can tell by the upper and lower bounds. So what you want to do is integrate first. So this would be 2 over 3 x third. Hopefully you know the power rule by now. I just have it in my head, so I would do it like this. Plus 5x. And then since we have upper and lower bounds, we will evaluate like this. Most people just put a bar like that, but I just put brackets to help me. Either way is fine. So it would be the upper limit, so we plug in 2 first. So it'd be 2 cubed minus 3 over 2 of 2 squared plus 5. 2 minus parentheses. You want to remember these parentheses so you don't get confused. Of 2 thirds of 3 cubed minus 3 over 2. Did I put 3 cubed? I put 3 squared instead of, I said cubed, but brain fart. So of 3 squared plus 5. And that's all negative 3. That was negative 3. So this would be, this is 8. 8 times 2 is 16 over 3. And this is 4 times, this would be negative 6 plus 10. Remember sign switch here, so this would be negative 27 times 2 would be negative 54, or 3, that's negative 18, so it would be plus 18. Then this would be 9, so negative 27 over 2, that would become plus 27 over 2 because of this. And then minus 15. So let's do all the simple ones first. Let's have negative 6 plus 10, that would be 4, plus 18, 22 minus 15 is 7, plus 16 over 3, plus 27 over 2. So let's get a common denominator. That would be 6. So 7 times 6 is 42. So we get 42 over 6. 16 times 2 is 32 over 6. And then 27 times 3 is 681. Yep. Plus 81 over 6. So 42 plus 32. I kind of had to do it this way. 5, 7 plus 8, 155. 155 over 6. I believe that's correct. Okay, now we're doing average. So we know that average of v of t equals, we have to do 1 over pi minus 0 from the, so we're gonna make, this is a, b, so it would be 0 to pi of v of t. Actually, let's just write the function. So it would be 4 sine 2t minus 3 cosine 3t to dt. Make sure to add the dt. So let's simplify a little more. So it would be 1 over pi. Am I still recording? Yes. Of. So this is another chain rule. So this would be negative 2 cosine 2t. Then this would be negative. So it's negative 3 times 2 over 3. It's just negative. So it's double 9. So 2 sine. Um, would it be 2 sine? Oh, no. Still be minus. So I'm trying to do all this in my head because it's a lot of extra steps. So minus 3 sine 3t over 2. Then you want to evaluate it from 0 to pi. So this would be 1 over pi of negative 2 cosine 2 pi minus 3 over sine 3 pi over 2. Then, sorry, then parentheses here. Don't want to put parentheses there. Of negative 2 cosine 0 minus 3 sine 0. So this would be 1 over pi of, we know cosine, we know 2 pi is equal to 0, so this would be 1, and then times negative 2 is negative 2. Then this is negative, this is 270 degrees. It would be negative 1 times negative 3 is plus 3. And then again, we know 0 is equal to 2 pi, so this would be negative 2. And then because of this subtraction sign, it turns to plus 2. Then this is just 0. Let's just put minus 0. And so these cancel out, so it would just be 3 over pi, hopefully. Okay, so this, yes, FTC2, one of my favorite theorems. So to introduce a left-hand side basically just means like make this a function. So let's have a right-hand side, so that equals f of x. So when we find f dash of x, we apply FTC2. So we have 2x, oh sorry, the slope, the derivative of the top one, then 3 cosine 2x minus 4 2x squared, then minus the slope of the bottom one, e to the x, 3 cosine e to the x minus 4 e to the x squared. And there is no plus c. If you do it the long way, you'll see that if you do add the plus c, since it is a definite integral, there will be no plus c. Actually, the long way has no plus c either way, so it doesn't matter. So 2 steps, just rewrite. You don't want to distribute here. I mean, you can, but it'll just make it look uglier. So 3 cosine 2x. So this would be 4x squared times negative 4. It would be negative 16x squared minus e to the x. 3 cosine e to the x. This would be e to the 2x, so it would be minus 4e to the 2x. Because equals x. Smaller exponent rules, especially for derivatives and integrals and in calc overall, you really want to know your exponent rules. Okay, so equation. This is what's it called? This is basically the approximation thing, or just writing the equation. I don't know, I'm really trying to overcomplicate it, but so first we have to find our point, which is pi, and then f of pi. So f of pi would just equal 3 pi plus 0. Because I know x equals pi, and if you put pi to pi, the integral, if both bounds are the same, is just 0. So the point would be pi, 3 pi. How to find f dash of x, we'd have 3 plus 1 cos x minus 0, applying FCC2. You don't really have to have the 1 in front, because I don't know, I just applied for extras. So 3 plus cosine x. Now we have to find the slope at pi. So f dash of pi equals 3 plus cosine pi, and we know cosine pi equals negative 1, so this would just equal 2. And now we need to write the equation. So it would be y, or f of x, minus the y coordinate equals the slope of x minus the x coordinate, and then we just add 3 pi to the other side, so equals x minus pi plus 3 pi. Sorry, the x looks weird, but I believe that is it. Another equation of tangent line. Hopefully you guys get it by now. I will maybe skip it, but you know, might as well do it. So f, so our point, get point first, is 4f of 4. So it'd be f of 4 equals 16, and we know square root of 4 is 2, 2 to 2, 0. So it would be 4, 16. Now slope, did I write the slope on the other one? We'll find it anyway. So it would be f dash of x equals 4, and then apply this, FTC2. If you want to pause the video, look at that. This will probably be hard to get if you just started integrals, but basically slope of the top times the function with the function inside. It's really hard to put into words. You just have to kind of stare at it for a while. So this would just be 1 over 2 over x. Then 2x squared plus 1. Then minus 0. Let's just add minus 0 for funsies. Then equals 4. 4 plus 1 over 2x. Well, we know square root and the square just cancel, so it would just be 2x plus 1. Now we find the slope at 4, so it would be f dash of 4 equals 4 plus, we know square root of 4 is 2, so this would just be 2 times 2, it's 1 over 4, times the square root of 2 times 4 plus 1, which is 9, 3, so it would be 4 plus 3 over 4. Say this is 16 over 4, so 16 plus 3, this should be 19 over 4. So 19 over 4, and then same thing as before, minus 16 equals 19 over 4, x minus 4, bring it to all the same side, 19 over 4, x minus 4, minus 16, and that is the equation. Okay, so for this one, you kind of have to make your own areas. So let's just say, let's say this is 2 here, this is 3, Actually no, make that 4. This is 3. This is like 7, and this is like 5. Okay, so f of b would just be the area from D to B, and we have to remember sign conventions. When the lower bound is greater than the upper bound, the signs flip. So f of b would be negative. So this is negative. Now f dash of b would just be the graph, and it is at 0. Then f double dash would be slope, which is actually, sorry, I got the sign conventions wrong. These are plus because they're below the x-axis, and this would be negative. So scratch what I said earlier. So it would be in increasing order. It would be this f of b, and then sorry, f dash of b, and then f of b. So pretty simple. Okay, so we have to find h dash of 4. So basically this is FTC 2 again. So we know that h dash of x equals the slope of the bottom one. So slope of the top limit, and then applied to um, the function in here. Basically, you put f of x into where t is for FTC2. As I said, it's hard to explain. Then slope of a constant is 0, so we just have 0. Then h dash of 4 equals f dash of 4 times g of f of 4. So 4 is here. So f dash of 4 would be, since we're going over 2 and only rising 1, it would just be 1/2 times g of f of 4. And f of 4 is 4, so it would be g of 4. And we know that g of 4 is -3, so it would be -3/2. So for 29 pages, we're about halfway there. I have no idea when I started recording, but hopefully it's not too big. So, okay, so respectively, so this is 12, 17, 48, and 4. Well, this respectively thing basically means 12 aligns with this one, etc., etc., etc. It's kind of more of an English thing than calculus, so I don't really care. Okay, so let g of x find the absolute min and max. So this is basically where g dash of x changes signs. So we know that g dash of x equals f of x because FTC2. If you actually do the work here, you'll find it is g dash of x times 1 times f of x. Sorry, not f dash of x, just f of x. And since this is the graph of f of x, we just have to find where it switches signs. And we know max is from plus to minus, and a min is from minus to plus. So we know that at -3 it has a max, so max, do we have to explain? Don't think so. So x equals -3, then min x equals 3. If we had to explain, it would be, let's just explain, since it changes, wow, from plus to minus, and then since it changes from minus to plus. Okay, blank page, nice. Okay, 11 more pages. Do we have extra credit? Basically 10 more pages. Okay, so this is more applications of derivatives, basically the same thing. So again, let's label our graph f of x, even though it already has in the bottom 48 and 4. Since we know that from earlier that g dash of x equals f of x. We just find this. So when g dash is, so let's write the explanation first. Since g dash of x is less than 0 and is increasing, so we have to look less than 0 and increasing. So I see -2 to -1, then 1 to 3. Okay, this one is since g dash of x, so you can write equals f of x here. I think you're supposed to, but should be same. Since g dash of x equals f of x changes from increasing to decreasing or vice versa. So here decreasing, decreasing, decreasing switches to increasing, so it'd be x equals -2, -1, 1, and that is it. Okay, sign conventions again. Is there integrals here? So find the absolute min and max of k of x. So we have to find k dash. So we know get the k dash of x equals g of x. Nice. And this is g of x. Oh. So it's basically when the graph change signs. So there would be no max here since it doesn't ever. So let's just put max. I'm not sure if you just don't write it or you put NA, but min x equals -1 since g dash of x equals k dash, sorry, k of g of x equals k dash of x changes from minus to plus. Still recording? Yep. Okay. Just 8 more pages. So k of 1, we know that k of 1 equals 3, 1 g of t dt. So from 3 to 1. Since the lower bound is bigger, upper things will be positive, so this, the areas above the x-axis will be negative since the lower bound is bigger than the upper one. And then k dash of 1 is just the value. This equals plus, then, okay, let's see. We actually have to find the, we know that one's negative, so that's okay. So k of 1 equals 1, then k double dash of 1 equals 1/2. Okay. Thankfully we didn't have to do the integral there since it was negative. But we have this. Oh, oops. Then k dash of 1. Nice. Ooh, limits. Okay. So let's just see, just have a look. So this would be over 0. K of 3 equals 2. So it'd be 2 over 0. Let's just plug it in. So, oh, sorry. It'd be 0 over 0 because it's the function. So let's do L'Hopital's rule, proper notation of k dash of x over 2x. So this would be k dash of x equals g of x. We found that earlier. So it would be 2 over, plug in 3 here, 6 equals 1/3. Alright, easy pages so far. Hopefully don't jinx it. Okay, k of -1. So 3 to -1 is negative still, so it'd be k of -1 equals 3 -1 g of t equals negative. Okay, k dash of -1, which would just be the value, equals 0. Then k double dash of -1 does not exist because there's a sharp corner. So I believe you would just have k of -1 and then k dash of -1. You wouldn't rank this one because it doesn't exist. So how can you rank something that doesn't exist? Let's use logic. So k of 4 equals 3 to the 4 of g of t dt, and this is plus. then k dash of 4 is the value. So we would have to do the line equation there. So slope is 5 over 2. Let's use the point 3, 2. So I just really did a line just real quick. Uh, k dash of x. So k dash of 4 equals 5 over 2 of 4 minus 3 plus 2. So negative 5 over 2 plus 2 equals negative 1 over 2. So this equals negative. And then k double dash of 4 equals plus also. It is 5 over 2. So we know k dash of 4 is at least. So actually, that seems a little wrong. How can the area be? I mean, how can the value be negative? One is clearly above the x-axis. Oh, maybe because it's okay. It is 5 over 2. 5 over 2. 4 minus 3 plus 2. I believe this is right. Okay, let's try with 5 over 7. See what we get. So, oh, oops, so this would be 5. Oh, what the heck? So 5, 7. Okay, 4. So it still would be negative 5 over 2 plus 7. This would equal 9 over 2. That makes more sense. So k4 equals 9 over 2. So this is the kind of more difficult questions. But yeah, let's find k4 now. So let's just erase this. I don't really need that. K of 4. K of 4 equals, where's the function? 3 to 4 of g of t and dt. So, since we have a trapezoid, we would have to do 2 times the averages of them. You know, the height is 9 over 2 over 2, I believe, times 1. So this would just be, these cancel, 9 over 2 times 1, the area would just be 9 over 2. I believe someone should check me on that. So we have k dash of 4 is less than k of 4 equals k. That's the first time I've seen that, so I might be wrong. Not too sure though. Yeah, someone will have to check me on that. Anyway, I have to move on. Wow, nice lag. So another average, so we use AV of k of x, then 1 over, oh, shoots, equals 1 over 5 minus 3, so it turns plus, then negative 3, 5, of k of x dx. So this would equal 1 over 8 of, to find k of 5, k of 5 equals 3, 5 of g of t dt. Again, this one is a pain in the butt. So it would be 2. Okay, this one was wrong because it's plus. 2 plus over 9 over 2. Okay. It's 2 plus 9 over 2, so it would be 13 over 2, so it's 13 over 4. 13 over 4 is 7.5 over 2. So actually, it would be that k of 4 to k dash of 4. Actually, so I caught my mistake. That's not too bad. I'll rather not make the mistake, but you know, it is what it is. So it would be 9 over 2. 9 over 2 times 2 would be 9. So it would be 9 minus then k of negative 3 equals, wow. Actually, that will just cancel, I believe. 3 to negative 3 g of t dt. These are both 4. 4, yeah, so, okay, it's actually nice, 0. So it equals 9 over 8. Nice. Please let me know if I had made any mistakes. Probably did, but you know. Let's see how many pages we have. 3 more, and then I'm home free. Average rate of change of k dash of x. So this one is easier. So it would be AV k dash of x equals 1 over, since we got it from last time, 1 over 8 of the integral of 5. Sorry, negative 3. Actually, did I do that one right? I think, yeah, I did the last one. I think I did. Negative 3 to 5 of k dash of x dx. So, we know it's 1 over 8. What is k dash of 5? K dash of 5 is just 7. So it would be k dash of 5 would be... Actually, wait. K dash is just g, so it would be... Yep, so it would be just 7, I think. And then minus 4. So it would be 11 over 8. So it would be k dash of 5 minus k dash of negative 3, I believe, for the answer. I think that is right. Someone will have to fact check me on that, but you know. Okay. This one's been altered, so it's a write k double dash now. So we do the slope equals 1 over 4 minus 2 plus and integral of negative 2 4 of k double dash of x dx. So it would be 1 6 k double dash of 4 is 7 over 2 minus, and then k double dash of negative 2 is 2. So we can do a fraction trick here. 1 6 over sorry, not over, times, so 7 minus 4 would be, because this is 4 over 2, so it would be 3 over 2. This cancels to 1, so this equals 1/4. Okay, last page, I believe. Okay, let's see. If check g dash of okay, so let's find g dash of x first. G dash of x equals k dash of x squared times 2x, chain rule. Then g dash of square root of 3 equals k dash of 3, because we know square roots and squared cancel each other, times 2 square root of 3. Now k dash of 3 is just a graph, so it would be 2 times 2 over 3, and this equals 4 radical 3, and I believe we are done. Thankfully, we're done. Okay, now how do I save this? Let's see. Download with my changes. Yeah, just replace it, send it. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful. A comment if you want me to cover anything else. But yeah, thanks for watching.